Hands-on demonstration on summary statistics. Skewness.
So let us now proceed sa skewness. So skewness, kukumputin na natin this time yung skewness. So given na dito yung mean, median, minimum, and maximum. So alam naman na natin kung paano computin yan earlier since kinompute na natin siya with our data. Okay? So meron tayo dito ang annual family income ng Manila City for the year 2018. I think this is an actual data. Yes, it is an actual data since nakalagay yung source na FIES from PSA. FIES ay Family Income and Expenditure Survey. Yan, hindi ko na siya nakalimutan this time. Okay? So actual data to na may 1,341 observations. Okay, paano ko siya tinitingnan kagad? Ayan, so dito nyo lang tignan sa count. Or, actually minus nyo lang yung header dun sa pinaka-last na data. Ayan, so since cell A1342, minus nyo lang yung 1 nun sa header, 1341. Okay, so we now have an actual data and kukumputin natin daw yung value ng skewness. Paano natin kukumputin yung value ng skewness? Given na yung formula natin. So, equal is Q. Highlight your data. Ayan. Since mahirap na siya i-drag gamit yung mouse, ang ginawa ko lang po ay pinuntahan ko yung cell A2, Control Shift down. Okay? Since wala namang missing value or wala namang missing observation tayo, hindi makakat ni Excel yung pag-control shift down natin. Click enter. Ayan. Scroll ko lang. So, dapat lumabas na yung ating value ng skewness, which is 3.5. Okay? So this time, ano yung 3.5? May notes tayo dito, syempre, para matulungan na tayo. If the value of skewness is greater than 0, it is positively skewed. Okay? Or meaning, the mean is greater than the median. The value of skewness is equal to 0. It is symmetric, meaning the mean and the median are equal to each other. Okay? If the value of skewness is less than 0, it is negatively skewed, meaning yung mean is less than the median. Since we have the computed value of 3.5 and it is positive or greater than 0, rather, it is positively skewed, which means that our mean is greater than the median. And if you look at the computed value of mean and median, so mean is greater than the value of median. Okay? So pag chinek rin po natin yung ating histogram here, so the frequency distribution of, annual family income in Manila City for the year 2018. So saan dyan? Drawing ko lang. Sana maganda yung pagkakadrawing ko. Okay, so saan dito si mean? Ayan, so given naman na may palinya na si mean. Yan, 422,000. And then si median, ito. Okay, so it is positively skewed or skewed to the right. So as you can see, andito na yung buntot niya. Yan. So it is right side. Okay? So ang mean natin ay mas mataas than the median. Okay? Yan. Baka sabihin, bakit mas mataas po yung bar ni median compare kay mean? Okay? So yung sinusundan dyan is sinetakpan siya. Sige ko lang muna. Eto. Okay? So, yung annual family income. So, ang annual family income na mean ay 422,000, which is here. And the median na annual family income is 342,000, which is roughly here. Okay? So, mas mataas yung mean natin compare kay median. Okay? Ayan. May hidden interpretation dito. Yan. So, ang ginawa ko lang, binaba ko lang ating image. Yan. So, based on the computed value, actually, ito rin yung binanggit ko kanina. The value of skewness, the distribution is skewed to the right or positively skewed, or it shows that the annual family income in in Manila City are concentrated below the mean. Again, saan yung pag-drawing ko? Yan. So, concentrated below the mean. Ito yung mean natin. So, ang concentration niya ay below the mean or dito. Kaya siya right tail. Nasa right portion siya ng inyong graph. Okay? So, yun yung concentration noong annual family income. Okay? So, many families have lower income than the average value, which is ito. Okay? There are also families with annual incomes that are very high, but very few which are considered outliers. That makes a distribution skewed to the right. Okay? Since nga, nakatutok siya pa kanan. Okay? So, meron pa tayong caveat here. Additional info lang po. If the computed skewness value is close to 0, sometimes we say it is near symmetry, but we have to look at the histogram to confirm the results of the value of the skewness. So do not rely on the value of skewness alone. It is best to also look at the frequency distribution or the frequency histogram to confirm the results. Kung symmetric po yan na mean ay equal to median, ang tsura niyan ay pabundok. Or pag pinold mo, since symmetry siya, pag pinold nyo ang inyong chart, so dapat equal siya. Okay? So let's compute for the second quartile. Okay, so paano kina-compute yung second quartile? Given na rin po yung formula here. So balikan na lang natin sa summary measures. So let's all go back to the skewness na worksheet. Equal sign quartile. And so quartile lang po yung gagamitin natin. And then, i-highlight natin yung observations natin, which is the cells A2 to cell A1342. And then, babalikan lang natin yung ating cell. And next is the, i-define natin kung anong quart. Okay, so dito medyo nagkakatalo. Dito sa given nating formula, semicolon yung ginamit. Okay, but for my laptop or yung device na gamit ko, comma lang yung gagamitin ko. Okay, so dito medyo nagbabago from each devices yung separator natin. So either comma or semicolon yung gagamitin. So depende sa inyong mga device. Ang kailangan nyo lang i-make sure na tignan is yung formula na name na binabanggit ni Excel. So for me, nakalagay quartile, then yung array, and then comma yung nakalagay na symbol. After that comma is quart. Pag ginamit ko po ay semicolon, hindi babasahin ni Excel na sineseparate ko na or na-define ko na yung aking data array. So ang gagamitin ko here is a comma. But for the other participants, depende po sa inyong gamit na devices, it is either a comma or a semicolon. Okay? Once na define nyo na or alam nyo na yung gagamitin po ninyong separator, lalagyan na natin yung quart. So since ang kinukuha natin ay second quartile, so type 2, close parenthesis, click enter, and we now have a second quartile. Okay? So ano pong gagamitin pag EXC or INC? Okay, so check natin kung anong difference noong quartile na exclusive. Okay? So pag yan yung ginamit natin, yan. Then, comma po ulit. Then, 2. Okay? Ayan. So, exclusive po yung gagamitin natin rather than inclusive. Okay? Dahil iba po yung magiging computation ni inclusive. Ayan. Okay. So, nagpareha siya this time. Minsan, iba yung nagiging computation niya. Okay? So, ang gagamitin natin po pag wala yung option na quartile lang, exclusive lang. Okay? Okay, so since same na, ayan, next na kukum natin is yung 75th percentile. So, type in lang po natin si maling spelling, percentile. And then, highlight natin again yung data natin. Comma rather. Okay, pang ilang K? So, 75th. So, ang ilalagay natin, hindi pa siya nag-scroll, is 0.75. Okay, since 75th percentile siya. 0.75. Ayan. So, ito yung second quartile natin and 75th percentile. Okay? Ayan. Okay, so paano pa nga po ulit kunin yung second quartile? Again, equal sign, quartile, and then yung data array natin. And then, kung pang ilan yung kinukuha natin. Since second quartile siya, 2 yung ilalagay nating quart. Click enter. Ayan, so meron na tayong second quartile. So kung natatandaan natin dun sa lecture yesterday, so ang second quartile is also equal to the median and also equal din siya sa 5th decile and sa 50th percentile. So what if kunin natin sa 50th percentile? Tingnan nga natin kung same lang. Ayan. 0.5. Dapat same lang siya. Ayan. So, si second quartile ay equal kay median and also equal siya kay 50th percentile. Okay, so pag kinompute niya rin po yung decile, so may decile naman po si Excel. Ayan, wala siyang decile. Okay, so wala siyang decile. Okay, so meron lang ay quartile and percentile. Okay, so equal siya sa median.